Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So as promised, I am here with my little Sparrow, and we are going to bring her down to skin level and share her details, talk to you about the sculpt and her, her particular way of being brought to life, the painting, the hair, the eyes, that kind of thing. So I am hoping that the light is good. Of course, it's an overcast fall day here, but I am downstairs again, and so we have two windows with the light coming in from above, so I think that it looks pretty good. Once we get her out, I'll probably take this little bed down and lay her flat so that you can see her back and such. But I'm going to go to the other side so that I can try to prevent casting shadows over her, and we'll see how well that goes. I want to thank everybody for all their really kind words and appreciation for this doll. She's definitely a big deal in my collection, and I don't know, she's sort of like a completion, I think. Let me make sure her feet show. Yeah, so once we take her out of this bed, you'll lose the shadows that are on her legs. Look how cute she is, though. Isn't she so sweet? So if you haven't caught her box opening or the video I did yesterday, getting her into this little setup, this is the Nova sculpt. She's a full body silicone. She was sculpted by Lilianne Breedveld, and then she was poured and I think molded and poured by Claire Taylor, who is, from what I have seen and what I have heard, just cream of the crop when it comes to silicone artists. She was not sculpted by Claire, she was sculpted by Lilian. She's a girl, of course, and she is painted as a Caucasian baby, which works since I am also Caucasian. I feel like she looks like me for a couple of reasons. You know what, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and take her down off of, out of the bed so she can be flat so you can see her. So first thing I'll mention, if you may already know, but she was poured in the soft silicone, which apparently somebody said is a mixture of the Eco 10 and Eco 20. But it's not specified on the artist's website on when she talks about the sculpt and the addition. But this particular baby was available in the soft silicone as well as the EcoFlex 20. And so I didn't purchase her from the artist, but I completely would have picked the soft silicone had I done that. I've seen both, and they're both gorgeous, and but I'm drawn towards this one because of one of the features here, which is the skin, how it wrinkles when she moves. I do like how I can move her arms into different positions without armatures for posing and for holding, and it feels like baby skin. And she's very, very, very floppy. Now, I have heard said, and I'll share with you some of my husband's feedback, was that he felt like that they went a little too far with the softness because it's not realistic, because a real baby doesn't flop around quite so much. And it's true, unless that baby is like unconscious, the baby is, and even then, it has bones. So for me, what that means is when I go to pick her up, I have her limbs and everything all together, right? So that when I go to lift her, everything's together, because otherwise they just hang down behind her. So the skin wrinkles when she moves. What else about that? Very squishy. So it's firm but squishy. It's got a lot of give. She's looking right at me. Yes. I love her. A really funny story, well, not really a story. When I started getting into Reborns, I had said since they would probably sit most of the time and I would just want to be able to look over at them, that I felt like a sleeping baby would be way more realistic for me. And that's what I collected in the beginning. And Ellie Sue was my first open-eyed baby. No, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. Niklaus was. But I thought he would be the only one. And now I just look like Ronan's a sleeper, but everybody else is open-eyed. And the Will is an open-eyed sculpt. And he is supposed to be coming in January, February. But I'm very happy that she has open eyes. So yes, very squishy, very bendable. To me, that makes me feel a little more secure that because the silicone gives, I'm not as afraid when I'm handling her of, it being stretched too far in simple movements like changing and lifting. Yes, I am enjoying coffee. Every angle of her, I want to stop, take the camera down, take pictures. So let's talk about her eyes. So she has glass eyes. They are blue. They're like the newborn blue-gray. Oh, you have to see the profile that I'm seeing right now. I hope you can see that. And probably just give them a nice little wipe to make sure that they are nice and gleamy and sparkly. She has a ball jointed neck. So you can see she is not all one piece. Her head is one piece and her body is another piece, and it fits inside there. And what that allows for is for complete rotation of the head. What I have seen, and let me just say, this is my first and only silicone doll. The only experience that I have is with watching videos. That's the only experience, and listening to people who have been collectors and have multiple dolls. But the newer dolls, the newer technology, they're able to do a single pour, like where it's all one piece and the neck is not jointed, and still retain neck rotation for posing. Obviously you wouldn't want to yank on it too much, but that the baby's head can be turned without the ball joint. But she has the ball joint. It does not bother me. You can see it sometimes in photos and stuff, but if you just make little adjustments and if you don't want it to be seen, that's easily taken care of. It doesn't interrupt my feeling of realism in my interaction with her. She has very barely there painted eyebrows, very barely there, and rooted eyelashes. And she has rooted hair that's rooted with Angora mohair. I forget which kind, but it is on the artist video. The artist who painted her is Virginia Comish, C-O-M-I-S-H. She is a silicone artist. The hair is good. I've looked at like Debbie Henshaw, who did the prototype for Nova and is doing the prototype for Zavi. Like her rooting is micro rooting, and she's got a technique where she's able to actually get the hair to knot on the inside so that it's very, very secure in there. Sparrow's hair it's cute, it's newborn, there's something going on with it. I think it needs to be wet. It's very, very soft though. She's got a thicker head of hair, and actually the artist had originally done very sparse rooting, and she said she was waiting for the glue to come in for the eyes, and she was looking at her and she didn't really like it, and so she started over essentially and gave her this thicker, darker hair, and she really liked it. And I mean, she's perfect. I think she's perfect. She's perfect for me. She could be bald, I wouldn't care. There's something about, for me, there's something about the experience with the silicone that even if they're laying here and you're looking at them, and well, again, I'm talking like I have all this experience. I've touched exactly 2 silicone dolls. A partial silicone that was lent to me by Serenity, over at Miss Serenity Smith, and then this baby. So if I ever sound like I know what I'm talking about, I don't. Just, but looking at them is one thing, and then as soon as I pick them up and the way they feel and flop in the arms and positions that they fall into or have fallen into in my 2 experiences, it doesn't even matter what they look like. The heart still does a flip-flop. But this baby's level of realism is really amazing. She's got pierced ears. She's got little diamonds in there. I don't know if they're diamonds or rhinestones, probably rhinestones. And she has a belly button stump that is painted a blue-gray, so it looks like it's drying up. She's very, very newborn. Now I'm going to take the camera off of the tripod and we're gonna go, oh, you know what, let me show you her back first, since I will need to turn her over. Let's turn her head a little further here. Okay, her back. She has, as part of her sculpt. Okay, I had an alarm set to turn the oven down with the turkey in it, so just a brief interruption. So as part of her sculpt, she has these wrinkles sculpted into the silicone, but then you can see when you move her, do you see how the skin wrinkles like that? When she moves, that's the soft silicone. You see it up here in her shoulders too? It's really one of my favorite things. Oh, on her feet. Oh, she looks so sweet on her side like this. Again, I just want to take 100 million photos. But let me flip her back over and we'll come down off the tripod for a bit so that you can see her close up. Actually, I think I'm going to wet her hair just a little bit. Couldn't find my spray bottle with just water in it, and I didn't want to put more, I didn't want to put detangler on her because I feel like maybe that's already been done. I don't want like a lot of residue. I'm just going to smooth down her hair. In the back, we'll do the front in a bit. So let's turn her back over. She's so amazing. It's always hard to tell. Well, I mean, obviously, she's popular, you know, she's well-liked sculpt by the people who have seen and appreciate the sculpt from Lilianne Breedveld. But, you know, I feel like I can't always tell whether it's if I'm biased with my dolls sometimes, that, you know, if everybody else sees what I see, it's hard for me to tell. But I just think she's so amazing. I love when she's got like a little bit of messed up. Yeah, okay. So let's come down, come closer with her. So, here's her side profile. So her mouth is really great. Her mouth, you see how glossy her lips are, and she's got the little white at the point of her lip. And then her tongue. See her tongue in there? and her gums. Her nose open all the way up, her ears. I love her ears. And the little wrinkles up by her brows on the side. And you can see the color of her eyes there. Just show you her painting. Her little hands. Here's her belly button. And her other hand, you can see the wrinkles there. I love the way also with the silicone, like, you know how babies have, they call it, it's actually, they have brown fat. Babies have brown fat. You know how babies are just sort of like a jellyish in the beginning, and they have kind of ripples and bumps? That's just adds to the realism. You can see her veining there in that light. She's got great veining and mottling. Not too much, but plenty to be able to see it. With my hand, I think my hand was wet. She's got a little shine spot. It almost looks like something that dried. I don't know. Maybe it's from all the squeezing of her belly. Let's see on this side. I don't see anything on this side. But, okay. And come down her legs. You can see some veining there. Some little blemishes. Chunky little thighs. The bottom of her left foot and the top. And here's her other leg. Another little blemish there. And the bottom of her right foot and the top of her right foot. You know, these legs, because of the soft silicone, you can froggy them, you can prop them up. Now because she's wearing this cloth diaper, her legs are a little more held up than they would be in a disposable diaper. Yeah, so I think you've gotten a pretty good look at her. And I think I'm going to we'll get her dressed, and then maybe we'll do a little bit of me holding her just so you can get a size perspective and see some of her movement. All right, so let's get back up on the tripod. So I'm going to put her in this outfit. It's got autumn colors. So she's wearing this diaper color. It's from a set from Babadoo, actually. Both of these pieces came from Ashley at Baby Love Heartsmith. The bottoms go to an outfit that were a gift from her originally for Brewster. Annie Brewster, who ironically is over with Annie at Annie Banani's nursery, which is where Sparrow came from. And then the top I purchased at one of her sales. And it's from Baby Gap. You'll see it in just 1 second. So the colors go great. And I am going to put hand mitts on her just because. I don't really need them for this outfit. Actually, getting the hand mitts on, it makes me more nervous than the outfit itself. Okay, nothing is bunched up in there, so we are good. Oh, I see. If I turn them partially, just slightly inside out at the entryway, that helps. The scratch mitts definitely add some realism for my little girl. I don't find it really, so far. I've tried exactly like 3 outfits on her, this will be the 3rd change, I think. I don't find it as daunting to dress her as perhaps I feared. And I feel like part of that's because of all of the amazing people that have done so many videos and education on the challenges, that I feel like I've been at least visually educated. I've seen also, even if people weren't talking about changing, I've seen so many changing videos that I've watched the method, we'll say. So that could change tomorrow, and I could all of a sudden, surprise, the next outfit I go to put on her could be a nightmare. But so far, I did watch Annie put tights on her, and that seems like it would be interesting because she's so mushy. Oh my God, this baby. Okay, let's sit her up and button the back first. We'll see if we can do buttons with one hand. I think we can do it. We may not be able to snap things in order, but we can do single-handed buttoning. Okay. And then we'll just muss your hair up just for a minute. Okay, I need to run up and let the dogs in. I'm actually gonna do some spikies here. Let me look at your face. Oh yeah, oh that is cute, very sweet. This hair bow I got totally separately from any other item in here. I got from Kit and Stitch. Maybe this side. Let's see, where do we want that bow? Usually I like the bow at the part. I like the soft fabric bows because I feel like they pinch less. And I prefer to be overly cautious with their hair rather than overly lax. So see how it's pulling back on her hair? I don't like that. So I want to make sure that her hair is smoothed down underneath. See, it's rolling up and it's not pulling the hair, but this is a nice, soft, stretchy. There she is, guys. I did bring down this pacifier, but I don't know if the nipple's too big for her mouth. I don't like how big the nipple is. And I don't have the lubricant yet, so it's just gonna be a prop. I have a pacifier clip that will match the colors, so we might just use that as a prop. Okay, how are we on these falling off? They're a little big, which I think works really well because you can easily get them on without you know, smashing everything up. There she is, guys. Let me see if I can take just a couple pictures, and then I'll hold her real quick for you. Okay guys, I'm back. So I just wanted to hold her for a minute and show you her size in comparison with me, of course, and a little bit about how she looks when she moves around naturally. She weighs about 8 pounds. She's very comfortable to hold. You can see her head will fall back if you don't support it. Try and always support it. Yeah, she's very comfortable to hold. And I can put her up on my shoulder. She lands very, very nicely. You can see. And her legs do dangle, of course. Yeah. She's a sweetie pie. So that is Sparrow, you guys. I hope that you have enjoyed seeing a little bit more of her. I know I have enjoyed sharing her with you. And I think we're gonna go because I need to I need to keep cooking. It's time to start the gravy and I don't know, Thanksgiving stuff. But thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you have enjoyed her. If you're not subscribed to our video or to our channel, please do that. And if you hit the little bell, that'll keep you informed when new posts go up. So we would love to have you be a part of our channel. And so have a wonderful, beautiful, safe Thanksgiving. Let me know what you think of her in the comments down below. And until next time, we are sending out much love and gratitude to all of you. Bye for now.